life with the Williams. We're gonna show you how to have fun.
Happy birthday.
Living for Christ with the one. It's not always good days, but it's not always bad times. Cause the sun do shine. With Christ will be fun. Real life with the Williams.
Let's go.
Real life with the Williams.
Let's go.
Real life with the Williams. 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 Real life with the Williams.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Cordarius.
And I'm LaShondra.
And this is
Real Life with the Williams. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And hit that notification bell so that y'all are notified every time we upload a video.
Yeah, do that. This is gonna be like this is like a new version. It's raw and uncut.
Yeah.
And it's podcast season, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like a
Topic's going to be a little different.
Yeah, they're gonna be a little different. Come more from the heart.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like even just everyday conversation.
Mm-hmm.
It's not scripted. We have no idea what we're gonna talk about today.
Even when we were doing it before, we've never scripted anything.
Nah, we really haven't. And so yeah, I'm ready to. How you feeling?
I feel good. How you feel?
I feel good. I'm good. Like I'm chilling. What you laughing at?
I'm just laughing at you.
I'm chilling. I'm excited. I'm excited because we're finally going to get another episode out.
Yes.
Yeah. Why you yes. You can say something too. Like you looking at me like we like this professional recording or something like that.
Whatever. So, y'all, we actually decided to kind of take a little retreat, kind of get away, clear our heads. Lord, my daddy got deuce.
You nervous?
Am I nervous?
Mm-hmm.
No, I just wish I was a fly on the wall or had a camera because it's going to be funny.
Mm-hmm. Your dad ain't going to know how to act. Your dad, you let him stay with me for a week. And you get a piece.
Yeah, he said that. It was like, this boy out of control. Yeah, you can't do nothing with dudes.
Mm-hmm. No, he said he going to come back to y'all a changed man. I said, no,
you going to be a changed man. Hey, but Deuce boy's none to nobody.
Man, Deuce is hilarious. And it's like, you can't help but to love him. No, you can't help but to love him. And when we talk about the power of genes, like,
Man.
We were talking about this the other day. Like, I look at my boy. You know how family members be like, oh, he get that from his uncle. Because they know everybody and their mama.
Right.
But when I look at my son, he got Chandra skin color. He got 75% of her hair. And the other 25% of mine, because she has better hair than I do. Yes, I said it, but I still have good hair. So that's why I said 25%.
My percentages may be a little off.
Huh? Well, what you mean?
Because I would say he has about 85% of my hair. And about 15% of
Look at
yours.
them waves, though.
What do you have to do to get your waves?
What you mean? What you got to do to detangle your hair?
Wet it.
Well, I got to put a do-rag on. You acting like that ain't all. I put on a do-rag and some of that good old Murray's. Do you hear me? Like, the old school
Just
Murray's, the pomade. But it ain't about
Greasy.
it being greasy. Like, pomade ain't greasy. That's how I know you don't know what you're talking about. It's like, I don't even know if I'm saying it right. I'm saying pomade. I think it's pomade. Ain't it pomade?
Yeah.
It's pomade. It's like you just put enough in your hands, rub it together, and then it's just kind of lay it lay my hair down just like.
I don't use edge control, so you can't say.
Just like when you use
edge control will make my edges white.
Your edge is laid right now.
Because I got it braided.
But okay then.
When I naturally do my hair, all I use is water.
I understand that. And if I put water in my hair, it's going to get curly too.
Okay. Whatever.
I mean,
But nah, yeah, Deuce, whatever. Deuce has a little bit of his hair thickness.
thank you. Thank you. And so anyway, I look at him and that's like my boy. That's my boy. Like, I mean, like I wasn't that big. I was a small kid.
Deuce solid.
But I was solid. I grew into my solidness. Like, I'm a big dude.
Where it matters.
Like, she gonna say this. Wait, say it again. Say it again.
Where it matters.
No, you didn't say it like that. You said it was a little sexier than that.
Like
It kind of turned me on a little bit. You got the lip gloss on too. And them edges are laid. Man.
oh, y'all.
Hold on. I gotta finish what I was saying.
Yeah, dude.
But Deuce is my boy. All right, go. He built like me, smart like me, and and all right. Let me stop playing before she throw this shoe at me.
I'm be 30 on November the 2nd. Get your whistle out.
My lips was dry.
30.
Man, how you feel?
I'm pregnant on my 30th.
What was you gonna be doing if you wasn't pregnant on your 30th?
The same thing I would be doing if I was pregnant. If I was pregnant.
You saying it like you do.
Like it's gonna make a difference.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel good. I feel good. I look good. You know. I'm excited. About to have another baby. Man. So yeah, I mean, I feel good.
Yeah, no, that's good. Like, I'm excited for you and with you. Like, it's both. It's like a both and.
He kicking as we speak.
Man, that's my boy in there. So y'all, we're gonna do a name reveal.
Yes.
So we're gonna do a name reveal at our baby shower, and we got some marquee letters. We're gonna do a bid. It's gonna be between two names, Chase and Champ. So, which one you think it's gonna be, Chase or Champ?
And Champ, not Champ. Chase would be spelled CHAYSE.
Different.
Yeah, because
What is middle name gonna be? Which we're trying to, if you listen to this, we're trying to come up. We want him to have my initials, Chandra's idea. So he's going to be CDW or whatever. And we need a D middle name. The vision for that middle name is, I ain't trying to get nothing like, Diatronique or something like that. I don't want nothing like that.
we don't need nothing too black.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we want something that's unique.
Yeah.
That's modern. That's fun.
It's like, I mean, I like Denver, but Cordarius don't like that.
Chase Denver?
Yeah.
You like Chase Denver?
Chase Denver. Champ Denver.
There was a
Champ Dion. Chase Dion.
Okay. That there was a guy named Champ Bailey who was the cornerback for the Denver Broncos. So maybe
you are so lame.
So maybe that's a sign though.
To name him
Champ Denver.
Champ Denver or Chase Denver.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Fun. Yeah, we're gonna see. So man, I'm excited to really get this podcast off the ground.
Same here. It's gonna be an interesting journey. It's gonna be a fun journey.
Yeah, it's gonna be real fun,
because it's gonna be different and
different vibe.
Yeah, y'all gonna see a different side of us. Yeah. Of course, you gonna still get the goofy, the funny, but y'all gonna get a little bit of serious, a little bit more in-depth conversation.
They get to see us.
Yeah, y'all get to see what real life with the Williams is about. Because sometimes you're going to hear Deuce. You're going to see Deuce.
You're going to see Deuce. He may be right here on his iPad. And so, that's
and not wanting to cut it down.
Man, cut that up, cut it down. And so, we're just going to talk about a lot of stuff, but, the premise of our podcast and the tone of our podcast, it'll take different tones. It'll be some pastoral tones, like, y'all know this, or this, it'll be some goofy tones, it'll be some serious tones, like some exciting tones, right?
Yes.
So the tones is just like a big melting pot. It's going to be a big melting pot of tones, but the purpose, and we want to state this, the purpose is to give God the glory, in all things, in everything. We want to create a spiritual vibe and talk about real things.
Yeah.
And real things that even have like Bible connections.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like tradition.
Tradition. That is actually pretty good. For real.
Yeah, tradition is one that tradition can make or break you.
So let's talk about tradition. Tell me, what do you mean by tradition?
Tradition, like, I have a perfect example. When we got married, the church that we got married at was a Church of Christ. And, Church of Christ, some of them don't believe in instruments. Although this was not a church service, baby. This was my wedding. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Baby. Darius Bailey was going to be on the keys.
Man.
Of course, we had Joni. We had Najee and Kadeem singing.
Yeah.
Baby, I walked in that church, and when they said that piano couldn't come up in there, baby, I was 38 hot.
Man, and it was funny because I went before her. Actually, you remember I went before
Yeah,
you.
you walked in before
It was me
I
and
did.
Darius because we was about to go up there and practice, because I was going. Well, it's been 5 years, right? We're gonna have the accompaniment. I was gonna have a keyboard behind me, right? And then it was funny. My uncle was there. He wouldn't let us in, and it's comical. He got the texting so fast, Chandra. Yeah, he got his phone. We walked there. He had his keyboard. He walked in. My uncle sitting up there. He like, I was just following the keyboard, and it was funny. He went to texting or whatever, and then I talked to one of the elders of the church, and there's
Y'all, I'm telling you, if we knew how hot Satan is,
oh my Jesus.
Baby, it was me that day.
This was your wedding
This
rehearsal.
is my wedding rehearsal.
The day before your wedding.
I was like, I know y'all playing.
And speaking to the tradition part, the explanation was that, they know it's not a church service. However, instruments shouldn't be bought
Into the church.
And so I had an advisor. They said, so you telling me that they tripped on that? Can they find a wedding that was in a church?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Or the synagogue, right? So where does that come from? You can't, right? You can't. So where does that come from? Where do you get using a building? Because it's a spiritual. This is good. It's a spiritual place where we come to meet God. They acting like God didn't ordain marriage.
Right. But see, my thing is, and that's just the thing with tradition.
Yeah.
People take it and they twist it to how they want to. Simply because, prime example, that same church, we had back in 2008, we had my aunt's funeral there. And the slideshow that played also had music in the background. So what you gonna tell us that we couldn't play that slideshow? Baby, I would have told that whole church up.
And to that point, Chandra, it's funny that you bring that up because you remember they said, well, no keyboard, but do you have the instrumental on your phone?
What's the difference? There is no difference. It's tradition. That's what I'm saying.
And I want to get something straight. This is a real life experience. So we ain't talking about nobody.
This is something that really happened.
That's something that really happened. It's something that really happened. May 1st, 2015. That's when it happened. And so
it was 6 o'clock that evening.
Yeah.
Man.
After a long day of paintball, and I think y'all went to a strip club or something like that, didn't you?
No, sir.
Weren't y'all going to go train?
And first of all, no, we took a pole dancing class, and first of all, it was the weekend before. So get your facts straight, buddy.
Yeah, so anyway, But tradition, you know,
Yeah.
like church tradition. That's a huge tradition. You know, my grandma was Baptist, my mom was Baptist, so I'm stay up Baptist type
Right.
deal. You know,
Type,
some of those clichéic, you know, phraseologies is like tradition. So you know, it's like what else? Like what else? What's some other ways? Like what else are you meaning by tradition?
The way people parent their kids.
Okay.
Because we don't whoop Deuce because we don't have to.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Me personally, I understand, you know, disciplining your child. I'm not saying that you can't discipline your child, but for us, we just found a different avenue that would work just the same as if we were to whoop him or whatever. Yeah, we pop him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
The pop's not hard.
Exactly.
And it's not even justifying it. You know, I ain't somebody like, well, you justifying it. No, the thing about it is I don't even agree hitting my child with an apparatus because you can't gauge how hard you hit him with, how hard you hit him, you know? And the thing about it is we're even weaning, and now that he's becoming a communicator, we're weaning back from our pops, you know, because it convict me every time I do it because I don't like it. Mm-hmm. And the thing about you said earlier, discipline. Tradition teaches us that discipline only comes in one form.
Yep.
And that's by whooping. So if you don't whoop your child, you ain't disciplining your child.
Right.
Ooh, that's not true.
It's not, because I can count growing up. Yeah, my mama wasn't one to be played with, and I knew not to, cross them bounds.
Yeah.
But I can count on one hand how many whoopings I got from Deuce age all the way up. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't because she had to whoop me. It was for one, because of how she raised me and I knew better. Mm-hmm. A lot of it comes with your parents' parenting style. Mm. And she didn't have to beat me or beat the black off me, as they say, for me to get right. There was other forms of discipline that she did that I grew up with that would have had the same effect as if my mama would have whooped me. Mm-hmm. And so I just feel like, people be like, oh, y'all be doing this gentle parenting. Not saying us, just talking about people in general. And it's like, I look at it like this. Baby, I'm a parent my child how I'm a parent my child. You can parent your child how you want to parent your child. Stay out of my business. Point blank period. Because one thing you cannot do is tell me how I can and cannot raise or discipline my child. Yeah. Because that'll get you cussed out.
Yeah. Period, poo.
Period.
And the thing about it is, I believe that not all discipline is whoopings. Like, I discipline my son. I discipline him very well. Tradition teaches us spare the rod, spare the child. But the tradition passed that on, But that you got to look at that word of rod. It's just discipline. Mm-hmm. It's discipline. There are other ways to discipline, and we stretch our minds because Deuce's love language is words of affirmation, right?
Lord, and physical touch.
And physical touch. Ooh. And so imagine how it feels to him when I put my hands on him.
Exactly. He don't even like people yelling at him.
He doesn't.
He will ask, "Why are you talking to me like that?"
And it'll just break your little heart.
Yes, because people. One thing too that I've noticed just about society, people forget that, or they don't think that kids have voices.
Yeah.
And that's not fair to a child, simply because a child can express to you something that they dislike. And you don't have to take extreme measures to disagree with your child.
You know what I'm saying?
If you listen and observe, I guarantee you a lot of what parents go through with kids, it's because they don't listen. They don't watch for signs. They think, like me, I'm not going to, how we grew up in an era to where it was like, whatever I cook, you going to eat. Mm-hmm. Why would I force my child to eat something that they don't like?
You know what I'm saying?
So it's like, listen to your child. There's nothing wrong with listening to your child, or people always want to have that, oh, I'm the parent type deal. Mm-hmm. You can be the parent they're just kids. They're just, Mama, I don't like that. Daddy, I don't like this.
Yeah. And
That's okay.
And let's get this straight. We ain't trying to persuade you to stop doing what
Yeah,
you're doing.
We're just talking about how tradition
Our
is.
tradition, it passed down. And here's the reason why I don't like it too, because traditionally, I'm about to talk about something, about to ruffle some feathers. Slaves were beat in order to prove a message when they didn't do something. When they didn't do something right, they got beat with a whip. They got beat.
So
now,
why would you want to inflict that kind of pain on your child?
On your child, and then tradition says, this is a good one. They say, well, if I don't do it at home, then they're gonna do it in the streets.
Yep.
And it's the police. If I don't get them in a something like that, they saying, if I don't get them at the house now, then they're
gonna go out and do it out there, and it's gonna be a different ball game and stuff like that.
But it's like for me, it's like a double. I can't. Just me, I can't. I feel like I can effectively sit down and talk to my son and have conversations with him and it'll get the same message across.
Yeah.
The same message across as a whooping would.
Yeah, because when you talk to your kids and ask questions, you're testing their level of understanding so we can see, okay, let me see. Do you know what you did wrong? Do you know why I'm talking to you about this? Do you know why you ain't got your iPad? Do you know why you in timeout? Do you know why you got to sit here and you can't do nothing? He has to
verbally tell us.
Yeah, we asked him, do you know why you in trouble? Okay. So what are you not going to do moving forward? Because it's like, deuce is deuce. Do something else. But it's like to know his personality because it's so big. And because, of course, we his parents and we around him all the time, my mama has quickly understood Deuce is just going to be Deuce. Deuce is not disrespectful or nothing like that. Deuce is just Deuce.
He's very vocal. And, is alternative parent, like, well, I don't know the proper term of it, but is this way a little bit tougher sometimes?
Yeah.
But once you get your bearings, it's cool, because sometimes tradition wants you to go ahead and pop, and I catch myself, I'm getting so much better at it. We're not perfect. Let's just get that straight. However, I hate when I do that. I'm going somewhere and then I go off on a tangent and then I forget it. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like you be talking and you just,
it just slipped your mind.
It just slipped my mind, but yeah, and that's I feel like that through talking we're teaching him how to voice his emotions.
Yes.
So we gotta my son is very vocal. But we used to
They
used to say hit us in the mouth or whatever. You better watch your mouth, or you better be quiet. Why? Because I said so. No, I'm having a conversation. If he asks me why, I'm gonna tell him why.
So he
because
can
I'm
understand.
A parent and I said so.
Right, because like, what kind of explanation is that for your child? Like, because some kids are legit just curious, and of course you got some kids that got smart mouths, because that was me. But
you got to be taught. You got to teach them
exactly
how to. You got to teach them a gift. You got to teach them how to. Some kids, some of y'all are strangling the voices from your children at a young age because you don't give them a voice in the house. You don't teach them how to use their voice. That's why some people in the marginalized community do not know how to voice where they are and where we are.
Agree.
They don't know how to voice it because it's always been a tactic of Satan to strangle black and brown people, strangle the voice out of it. When they passed the laws to allow us vote, what happened? They made us read. They tried to make us read. They tried to make us count because they didn't want our voice. So how am I any better if I'm taking that voice away from my child because I'm the parent and what I say go?
There is nothing wrong with talking to your kids. Simply, just because that, just so they can have just a better understanding. And just, you might learn something from your child too. A lot of people think they can't learn stuff from kids. Kids teach you more than you think. And not just that, it's just, I'll tell anybody, parenting is not easy. You parent the best way you can. I seen a TikTok of a black lady that had admitted that she was going through some stuff. if she had left her baby in the car. Now, me personally, I'm not gonna leave my child in the car to go shopping or whatever she went to go do. And she said she had a lot on her mind, and and then you got everybody recording her. You got all these strangers yelling at her, and got all these folks in her baby face. And it's like, in that moment, it could have been like all right, because these are all black women talking to another black woman. Yeah, she messed up, but she also admitted, and you can see the defeat on that baby's face with all of these women, instead of chastising her, telling her what she ain't doing right, ask, well, baby, let me help you. You obviously need some kind of help. So, you got 7, 8 women ganging up on you, but what can y'all do to help me? Y'all don't know what I'm going through. And she could have legit, her mind could have been racing so much, she just forgot her kid in the car. Me personally, again, I can't do that, but you never know where people's mindsets are.
Yeah.
And it just goes back to tradition tells them to gang up on her, to tell her you was wrong for this, you was wrong for that, versus asking her, is everything okay? Type deal. So I just, you parent the best way you can. I'll never tell anybody that they're parenting wrong or nothing like that, but that's my take. What you smile at it?
Because you're just so beautiful over there. I'm very like appalled, astonished. That's the word. I'm astonished that I'm amazed. You're glowing. Like, you know how you had that glow with your pregnancy? Your first
We do.
Like, I think you starting to get
that glow again.
You starting to get that glow. Your forehead shiny and everything.
And y'all, I ain't got none of y'all. Now, if y'all see that, he gonna try to be funny because my forehead big. But if y'all got some tips, we got some pregnant mamas that, maybe because my skin is dry as a pot of house. Do you hear me?
Man.
If y'all got some tips, some tricks, some remedies, because it's dry and it's peeling as if I'm a snake.
Hey,
Help me out.
I told her one.
Y'all, and he trying to use your imagination for the one that he wants to use.
Imagination.
If y'all didn't watch SpongeBob, y'all ain't gonna understand.
You don't get it. You're imagination.
But nah, y'all, that's this is gonna be a to be continued type conversation, because it's a lot of different topics that we can talk about.
Yeah.
But we're gonna put a pause on it for right now.
Yeah.
Because we actually got something we got to go do.
We do. We gotta go eat dinner. Y'all.
Yes.
It's
we're supposed to eat dinner at 6:30, and it is 6:22, and it's gonna take me 7 minutes to get completely out of this whole onesie to go to the bathroom and then get it back on before we have to walk or ride on down there.
Yeah, they gave us golf cart because my baby pregnant.
Yes.
Y'all, so yeah, we're gonna have some vlogs, some of our walks and stuff like that. So we did this before.
Yes.
Or whatever, and so, but these gonna be more so like vlogs.
Yeah.
But anyway, y'all, we got a jet. This was a great conversation. I didn't even know we was gonna talk about like tradition first, and it's been so, you convicted me, and through this conversation, we just hope that we're able to talk about real things and like make real connections and throw our perspective of the Bible into it, and things of that nature. And so I see it's definitely to be continued, because I got to stop, because when I start going, like my mind is like, I don't stop. It's just take over like tradition. Can I say one more thing? So it's like tradition. This is me in real life, y'all. It's tradition and perspective. Tradition is perspective.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying?
Man.
And we arguing over tradition when it's only a tradition. It's only your perspective.
Yes.
This Real Life with the Williams Raw and Uncut is the perspective according to the Williams family.
Yes.
LaShondra and I.
Correct.
Right?
And it's like, we not. One thing that y'all don't have to worry about, I know for me or Cordarius, I'm not gonna ever try to push my opinion on how I feel about nothing onto anybody, because that ain't my job. You know, if you think what I'm saying is good or whatever, then you know that's cool. But it's just us voicing, you know, our opinions. And if y'all want to chime in the comments, let us know, because I mean, I don't mind having a little dialogue.
Yeah, let's go. We'll figure it out. This about to be. I'm speaking it in existence. We're gonna have a whole studio,
Here he go.
like in our house. Like I'm talking about, like. You ain't right, y'all. That's a vision. Like we're gonna have a podcast studio. It's gonna be fresh. Like coming real soon. But yeah, let me stop. We gotta go. So y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. Like she said earlier, like, share, comment, subscribe. Like, you know, thank you for tuning in to this one. This is a message in here from for somebody. So y'all, we love you, and peace,
And
love, and chicken grease.
Let me see, because we got Deuce doing this now. I'm still not that good at it.
It's the cutest thing. Bye.